Not that kind of piggy, this kind of piggy. Welcome to Nate's Art Lab Challenge. This month we'll be working with piggies. The challenge is to do an art piece with at least one TLP pigment. TLP is this little piggy pigment, which can be purchased at fluid-art.co. I've been wanting to add TLPs to my art for some time. We were notified back in the fall that this was going to be the challenge for June, and I started immediately playing around with piggies, learning about mixing them and how to use them, where to use them, how to layer them, and all of that in my art. So I've taken the Shelley Art Bloom course, as well as watched many videos from artists that I follow on YouTube who are blooming. I've been practicing my blooms on my channel for a little while, so you may have seen some of those videos. If not, you can go check them out. Just learning and experimenting with blooming. Once I realized just how many of the pigments were transparent, I had an idea sparked by this adorable little bottle here. This little bottle came from a local distillery. It had some Cosmopolitan in it. Once I enjoyed that, I couldn't put it in the recycle bin. I thought this thing is too darn cute to put in the recycle bin. I need to do something with it. So I popped it up on my shelf and I kind of just looked at it for a while. And then I decided pouring on it with pigments was the perfect way to create an art piece and then also preserve the look of this adorable little glass bottle, because you would be able to see through it to see the glass bottle behind it. So from there, I went on to pouring other bottles. So we have this one, and we have this one in greens, and then this one in purples and blues, and still transparent, but it's a little thicker than the others. I actually did have to pour it a couple of times. My mixture wasn't cooperating. I had to pour it, sand it, pour it. So it came out a little thicker and darker, which I actually thought was cute. And then I have this big one, which I did mostly blue and Twinkle. I think it was Mermaid and Twinkle. And then I even have some of these little yogurt pots, and I poured what I had left on there. And it's kind of cool because the blue behind is makes sort of a palette for the transparent piggies to go over it. I finished them all with spray varnish in a matte because I felt that the matte finish was just the right thing for this piece of art. So to pour on these bottles, I used not a bloom recipe, but just a regular recipe that you would use for ring pours. I wet the feet of the pigments. I mixed them in some Floetrol and pouring medium mix. And that's what I did to pour them on. So now we're going to take a quick look at me pouring on these bottles and finishing these bottles. And then we're going to roll into me doing a couple of bloom coasters. And that it will be my addition of TLP for this challenge. So let's go. those little bottles to be a fantastic way to get to know this product and the properties of it, how it would behave. It really was a great way because there were no expectations. I was just going to pour on the bottles and see if it did the things I thought it would do. So that was a fantastic way for me to get to know the pigments, and I really did enjoy that. But as promised, part 2, we are going to do a bloom coaster or two. So let's see what we have here. Okay, I have all of these are mixed up bloom recipe per a recipe that Canella Sirocco had talked about in one of her videos. It's just one of the recipes she's used. So I'm going to put that video, I'll probably actually put it up here on the screen right now and in the description, just to say that these paints are mixed specifically in the way she mixed in her video that day. Now I want to actually see if I can pull together some coasters that would be worthy for sale. Now that I've learned a little bit more about the pigments, learned a little bit more about blooming, here we go. The palette for these coasters is going to be Glidden Essentials Pillow in the eggshell white. I have Porridge Posse Beach Retreat Metallic. So that's a acrylic paint. I have Golden Ultramarine Blue, which to me, from right here on the bottle, looks pretty transparent. It has the block with the line through it instead of just the plain no line through it block, but it appears pretty transparent to me, which is why I'm going to use it on top. And I have Lakeside. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to re-pour on these. I tape the back of these tiles because mostly it is the easiest way to get the large bloops of resin that will get stuck on the back of this. It's the easiest and cleanest way to get those right off. So we're going to just do these two coasters. I'm going to do them swipe, and I have a titanium white cell activator. So here we go. So we'll start with our pillow. And I always pour the pillow on so uneven. Here we go. I want this to have some negative space, so I think I'm actually going to put my design a little off center. My puddles, I should say, not my design, but and this is now our TLP right now, our pigment. That Lakeside is so pretty. I don't even know if the light is good enough for you to see how amazingly pretty that Lakeside is. And see, rolling off the edge already. And then we'll come in with the ultramarine blue on the top. Oops. Let's get that right out of the way. This one should do. This one will do. So I'm going to put my cell activator on there. All right, that's really pretty. I'll put a little more pillow on this corner and on this corner, just sort of make the spinning a little easier. Oh, that is really pretty. I actually I was doing these with many more colors, and I'm liking the simplicity of this right now. So, oh, it's pretty exciting. So we're going to give it a spin. Okay, I just want it to come off this back corner completely. I really am so happy with this. I really think that the concept of less is more is 100% true here. How much fun. This is so awesome. I don't know what is giving me purple, but I am loving it. All right, here's our second coaster. And I want to do the exact same thing. I'm going to try pouring it again. Hoping I don't get any water in there. And I never pour, like I said, I never pour it evenly onto the surface, and then I end up with it going off one end or the other, but we're going to try. Okay, same exact thing. So much fun. All right. Where do I want to put it? Probably right here. Yeah, that Lakeside, I can't get enough of that Lakeside. It's such a pretty color. Okay. All right, and I'm gonna load up my knife with the cell activator. Just kind of roll it around the palette knife so it covers, because there's a lot on here now. I don't want to pour more because it's just a lot. So I just sort of try to roll the knife around and get it situated. All right, my paint's already flowing away. Maybe I have them too thin. This is, again, I'm so inexperienced at the whole blooming and everything, that maybe they're a little thinner than they should be. I don't know. All right. Oh, that's so, yay. Love it. Love it. I really do want this corner though to kind of come over before I do too much tilting towards the other direction. I want this corner to be covered. Yeah. You're probably not supposed to spin that fast, but I am definitely a impatient person. But I am super stoked with this result. So for now, whatever it is, it's working for me because I love these. Guys, this is probably about all I have as far as timing for this particular video for Nate's Art Lab. Thank you so much for joining us. This challenge was fantastically fun. It was such a learning event. I have been working on this challenge for a month. It was such a great learning event. So I am going to go and make a few more of these, but I don't think that we'll have enough time in the video to show you the rest of them today. So thanks for being here. Come back and paint with me again.